let's look ahead to this Eagles game.
Yeah.
I feel like there was so much that Dallas really didn't do. They really didn't test. They showed a couple things, but you mentioned it a minute ago. The zone read. Let's start right there. The zone read run game. That's something that Dallas did at the end of that one drive. Dak Prescott had the run to the left. Dalton Schultz blocked no one. Should have been a touchdown. Dak's not as fast as he used to be, but the Niners have a really great defense. It's a fast-flowing defense. It's a see-ball, get-ball defense. And the best way to slow them down is to play, misdirection and assignment football. It's what Kansas City does to the 49ers, and it's what the Eagles are going to do to them too. All of a sudden, Dre Greenlaw and Fred Warner have to watch the play, and you can't just use your instincts. You have to really, what's your assignment? You have to be disciplined and patient. And it's not what the Niners want to do. They don't want to read anything on defense. They want to go get the damn ball. So this is tough for them.
Very tough. Very tough. I think actually the Atlanta game is the recipe for how to beat the Niners. Now, granted, the Niners didn't have a full contingent of players. They had a bunch.
But neither did Atlanta. It's freaking Atlanta.
Right. But Atlanta had a good offensive line, and Atlanta didn't have much. And when you're looking at the Niners and their weapons and scoring 35 a game, I guarantee you, Sirianni and his coaching staff are looking at this going, hey, we got to play extreme ball control. So get something done on first and second down, and then let's get super hyper conservative on third down. And let's put all kinds of pressure on them with Hurts and these read option runs. And sometimes he'll keep it, and sometimes he'll hand it. And we'll dominate the time of possession, and we'll win this game in the second half by just dominating the time of possession, tiring out their defense, and letting our big physical dominating offensive line take control late. If I'm them, that's my game plan. So how do you stop that? How do you stop that? The key is you're going to have to be more aggressive and take more chances defensively and dare them to throw the ball instead of doing what the Niners did in this game, allowing a lot of, completions in front of you. They need to challenge the Eagles at the line of scrimmage and not give them easy yards on first and second down and not allow them to rhythmically get into all these short third down situations. If they do, there's two ways. You can lose by challenging them and they go up top over your head, or you can lay back and let them, ball control you to death. I'd much rather lose the first way. I'd much rather challenge them and have them throw a ball over my head than sit there and let them dominate the ball for 40 plus minutes and just wear you down with the dominant offensive line they have.
Yeah, what's actually interesting about this matchup to me is that the Eagles are much more committed to running the ball than the 49ers. The Eagles run the hell out of the ball. Their quarterback runs a lot. They're three deep at running back. Miles Sanders is really good. Boston Scott is good. Kenneth Gainwell's really explosive. They really run the ball. So if Kyle, again, comes out pass first, messing around, Philly won't. Philly will impose their will right away. And they have the best center in the league, the best right tackle in the league. Their left tackle's like 7 feet tall. Not really. He's huge. Jordan Mailata. That offensive... they're huge.
Alabama's great. He's a terrific player.
Yeah. So it's going to be an interesting matchup. The Niners, a recipe, them winning involves them running well and winning the time of possession. That's not easy to do against Philly. Philly wants to run the ball. Philly's going to win the time of possession. So this could be a great matchup. I can't wait for this game.
I'm excited for this game for I think the matchups on the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball are going to be incredible. And then I think the matchups on the perimeter are going to be incredible. How well is James Bradbury playing right now?
Really
he's
freaking
big,
well.
He's fast. He's physical. He's a veteran. He's a Pro Bowler. He jumped that route. And, the Niners have been throwing this kind of lazy route, where they'll throw kind of lazily on these hitches and these within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage. And you do that against Bradbury, and he's going to jump that route, and he's not going to drop it, and he's going to take it the other way. So they got to be ready for Bradbury jumping routes. They got to be ready for C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Darius Slay is better than all of them. Like you don't even go after Darius Slay. You leave him alone.
Slay is I mean, they got 3 Pro Bowl caliber DBs. And
does Chauncey Gardner-Johnson come down the slot? Like how do they use him?
Well, that's what's so awesome. First of all, the Saints, damn the Saints. I don't know what the hell the Saints were thinking. And why couldn't the Niners have made that trade? But that's the greatness of C.J. Gardner-Johnson. He's like their Jimmy Ward.
Yeah.
He can cover like a corner, and he can hit you like a linebacker, and he really knows how to play, and he's super fast and super physical.
See, that's why this is going to be they have 3 good. They can put Chauncey Gardner-Johnson in the slot. They got 3 good corners. They got 6 good pass rushers. If the Niners can't run the ball, Brock, good freaking luck, man. I mean, I love Brock Purdy, but Kyle needs to help him out in this game because he can't be Brock against the world.
No.
It can't be Brock against the world.
And Javon Hargrave has had huge games. I mean, if you think Osa from UCLA, the D tackle who got in,
no comparison.
If you think he's good inside, I mean, wait till you see Hargrave. And then they got
one
Fletcher
more thing.
Cox and Linval Joseph. I'll tell you the
other
thing. And
Ndamukong Suh.
I don't want to see the 49ers wasting a bunch of snaps running McCaffrey or Mitchell, for that matter, into the wall known as Linval Joseph, Fletcher Cox, Sue, Jordan Davis. Do not do that. Those will be giveaway runs. Those will be giveaway plays. That will get you nowhere and put you in 3rd and long. And they're going to have to be more creative than these 1st and 2nd down buck into the line between the guards. Really, I mean. They're not going to be able to just run A-gap runs and get to a 3rd and manageable. They're going to have to take more chances and be more creative.
One more point about what the Niners are coming in to face. It's not just that Philly runs the ball well, does RPOs, stays ahead of the chains. It's not just that. They take shots down the field. A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, and Jalen Hurts, he throws a deep ball like a young Russell Wilson. They will take shots. And one thing I was kind of not disappointed, but I noticed with Dallas is they did not at any point in that game challenge Talanoa Hufanga. It's like they didn't really do their homework. They went after Diamador Lenore and to their own peril. Diamador's improving a little bit, but there was no attempt to try to bait Talanoa Hufanga in play action or go after him when he was in single high. I would think that Jalen Hurts and the Eagles will. And that's something that Talanoa's got to be ready for. He's played, I want to say, 3 good games in a row, but I think they're coming for him. That's one more. Oh, you're muted. You're muted. I don't know what happened, but just press the little thing.
There we go.
There you go.
The other thing I was going to say is that the Eagles' weapons, you're talking about guys. It's kind of like Washington, where they had McLaurin and they had Jahan Dotson. These guys don't just have the ability to make plays down the field. There's great ball skills there. CeeDee Lamb was really the only guy that had that ability down the field and had the ball skills. The Eagles have 3 guys like that. Goddard's now healthy. He looked great in this last game. A.J. Brown didn't do
that one-handed touchdown. That one-handed touchdown catch he had earlier.
Yeah.
That was nice. That was nice.
Devontae is a star. I mean, he's a small guy. I think the Niners will try to muscle Devontae.
Sure.
And try to intimidate him.
And I think A.J. Brown's going to try to muscle the Niners. I mean,
yeah. The Niners going to play disciplined ball. They're going to have to play with poise, the ball in the air. We did see, what was it, Lenore that got the PI down the field?
Yeah, and he also gave up the long catch, but yeah, at least he didn't give a touchdown.
Right. But
to me, I'm a little concerned about Travarius. I feel like Diamador Lenore's confidence is soaring right now, as it should be. We don't give him enough. Diamador.
Playing well.
Doing great. Travarius. Yo, at the end of the game, there was that long throw to Gallup. He was open. Travarius Ward was in coverage. Dak missed the throw. That could have changed the game. I feel like Travarius Ward has been on his heels a little bit since he got lit up by DK Metcalf. And now he's got A.J. Brown, who's better than DK Metcalf. Not coming to town. The Niners are going to their town. That's going to be a big matchup. I want to see Travarius Ward play better in this game.
They say the weather is going to be pretty good. It's going to be like they're saying 47 degrees, sunny day.
Beautiful.
It won't be, as bad as it could be. But yeah, I mean, this to me, I think also this game's a lot about the Eagles have a little bit of the Ravens in them in that they're kind of a bully. They're kind of a bully team. If you stand up to them and you take a lead on them and you kind of dictate to them, I think you get a totally different performance. You force Hurts to make throws. he's much better when he has play action, and
it's true.
And they love to establish the run. If you don't let them establish the run, or you could get a lead, I think that's the best way to take away their run and their balance.
I like the comparison. I will say though that I like Jalen Hurts a lot better as a quarterback than Lamar Jackson. I feel like Jalen Hurts is a better thrower than Lamar Jackson, and Lamar Jackson is a better runner than Jalen Hurts, but Jalen Hurts is still a damn good runner. So I like
way better receivers.
Yeah, and maybe it's not Lamar's fault. Maybe it's Greg Roman's fault. But in Baltimore, they never use their wide receivers. They don't even have wide receivers. In Philly, they have monster wide receivers. So I don't know. Maybe Lamar Jackson could do what Jalen Hurts did if he was on this team in this scheme. But I like this team and this scheme a whole lot better than what they're doing in Baltimore. Did they fire Greg Roman yet? Is he still there?
Yeah, he's out.
Good. Goodbye.